when Shedeur gets his chance, okay, you know, the stuff that people were worried about, the galvanization, the personality of him, the way he galvanizes and does things uniquely, it's absolutely the only chance possible right now, because it's too tough now. But that poor young man, it's not Halloween yet. Okay, so he has to stay alive through Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's Day. All right, and that ain't even the playoffs.
All the respect from one legend to another, Bernie Kosar didn't hold back when talking about Shedeur Sanders. The man couldn't stop praising how amazing Shedeur has been. At the same time, he went off on the decision-makers who've completely ignored Dillon Gabriel. And honestly, it feels like everyone's finally waking up to the truth. The fans, the analysts, even the legends, all standing on the right side. Everyone except Kevin Stefanski and his crew, who still seem stuck in their shady little plans to keep Shedeur down. Because at this point, it's no longer just about football, it's about what's right.
Shedeur could be a spark that helps the players play better.
So, yeah, but look at, he fires me up. I want to play better. I'm physically not good enough to beat you, okay? Those players aren't physically good enough to play the teams they're playing, all right? Look at the men that we are playing against, okay? You're not trying, okay? You can fire me up. You do fire me up. I want to fall. I'll run through a wall for him, okay? But look at me. I'm only gonna delay the guy killing you a couple seconds. And I'll only do that once because I'll be dead. Okay, so it's a personnel issue too.
Bernie couldn't have said it any better. The guy's been around this game long enough to spot real talent the moment he sees it. And his words about Shedeur Sanders are dead on. He's basically saying what everyone's been thinking Shedeur's got it. The leadership, the calm under pressure, and that rare energy that brings people together. That's exactly what Bernie means when he talks about galvanizing. It's not just hype, it's presence. When Shedeur walks into a room, people pay attention. They feel his fire. That's the difference between good players and great ones. Bernie sees it. The fans see it. So why is Kevin Stefanski pretending he doesn't? And Bernie's warning about Shedeur staying alive through the season isn't just talk, it's a message. He's calling out the insane pressure this kid is under, not just from the game, but from the very people who should be backing him. Bernie knows Shedeur Sanders is fighting two battles. One against tough opponents on the field, and another against the politics inside his own team. Why should a young quarterback have to carry that kind of weight? Why isn't the coaching staff doing everything possible to protect him and build around him, instead of trapping him in their own drama? Bernie's basically telling the Browns to wake up before they destroy something special. Because honestly, when a legend like Bernie goes public praising Shedeur, that says it all. This isn't just potential, it's potential already turning into results. But Kevin Stefanski and his crew keep acting blind to it. And the real question is why? Ego, fear, or just plain stubbornness? What is it that's keeping them from admitting they're wrong? Bernie's words hit like a reality check, a reminder that this young man has everything it takes to turn the Browns' future around if they just stop holding him back. And that's the point. Shedeur Sanders doesn't need rescuing. He just needs a fair chance. The sad truth? The only people standing in his way are the ones who are supposed to be helping him. What Bernie's really saying is that leadership and inspiration mean nothing if the people in charge don't give you the right players and system to succeed. You can have all the heart in the world, but heart alone doesn't win games, not when the people running things keep setting you up to fail. Bernie's being brutally honest. He says Shedeur Sanders has that spark, that fire that makes everyone around him play harder. He's the kind of guy who lifts an entire locker room just by showing up. But what's the point if the rest of the team isn't being built to match that same energy? That's the real problem with the Browns right now. Bernie's calling out the truth. No amount of motivation can fix a system that's already broken from the inside. And when he says it, it hits different because he's lived it. He knows exactly what it's like to give everything for a team that refuses to meet you halfway. And let's be real, Bernie's not talking in the dark here. Everything he's saying lines up perfectly with what's been happening to Shedeur Sanders. The kid's been sidelined for no real reason while the team keeps racking up losses, including that humiliating one against the Patriots that should have never happened. Everyone saw it. The offense looked lost, slow, and completely clueless. But we're supposed to believe Shedeur wasn't ready? Please, that's just Kevin Stefanski's go-to excuse now. And let's not forget the lies about his so-called injury. Remember when they said he couldn't practice, only for him to be spotted throwing a few days later? Who's fooling who here? How long can they keep denying Shedeur Sanders real reps while pretending they're developing him? After all that chaos, he's heading back to Colorado, and honestly, who can blame him? When a player gives everything, shows up ready, and still gets stonewalled by his own coach's ego, what's left to prove? Bernie sees it crystal clear. He knows Shedeur's got that fire, the kind of passion that lights up everyone around him. The kind of player teammates would literally run through a wall for.
Nail in a coffin in Shedeur. Because it won't be his fault either.
So you're saying that when Shedeur gets his chance, we shouldn't write him off after 4 or 3, whatever the games is?
No, because all the same issues are still there, and they're probably going to get worse because we're going to trade guys.
Yeah, well,
okay. Yeah, and the guys are going to get hurt, and they don't come back at the end of the year when you're hurt and you're injured.
Do you think that,
you know the game?
If you've made it this far, you already know the truth. Shedeur Sanders deserves better. The Browns' chaos isn't about football anymore. It's about control and ego. Bernie Kosar said it best: stop burying talent before it shines. So if you're tired of the politics, the excuses, and wasted potential, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and stay tuned. This Brown saga is far from over.